Hello, beautiful souls. Today, I want to do a reading on a dream connection that I'm picking up on. So, this one's going to be very specific because it really started with this particular premise that someone in this collective has been dreaming lately of a certain person frequently. Maybe not every night, but it's happening much more often than you would usually dream about a person. Now, if you aren't necessarily having these dreams, then it could be simply that the other person here is dreaming of you. And specifically, I'm hearing they are, I actually got this particular message that today, as of when you find this video and feel this resonance, this person had a dream about you that left a really deep impression on them. Now, the thing I'm getting about these dreams is they are not typical dream experiences. My guides were referring to them as shared dreams. So the reason that these dreams feel so lifelike, whether you are the one dreaming them or it's your person dreaming them, is because when we think of traditional dreams, we think of just these unconscious projections of the mind. And there are dreams that are just unconscious mind projections. And of course, these can still serve spiritual purposes because these types of more unconscious dreams can help us to process things, to emotionally heal from things in the past, to prepare us for things that could potentially come in the future, and just to kind of rejuvenate and regenerate ourselves at the mind, body, and soul level while we sleep. So those unconscious dreams do serve a powerful purpose. But of course, there are also dreams that are more than just unconscious projections of the mind. And this is where science doesn't necessarily yet have explanations for these types of dreams. But if you are a spiritual person in some way, if you've explored topics around spirituality, then most likely you've either had one of these dream experiences or you have heard about some of these different types of experiences that happen while we are asleep that can feel like traditional unconscious dreams, but are not, are something more, are something spiritual. I'm getting the word visions. So sometimes we can have what feel like dreams, but are actually visions, almost like us perceiving into future timeline potentials in advance. Some people have these kind of so-called prophetic dreams. Now, the thing about these dreams is they hold a lot of symbolism. So not everything you see in the dream will necessarily be literal. Maybe for someone listening, you've been feeling guided to pay more attention to your dreams or to keep a dream journal. Now, I know we're kind of talking around these different dream topics, but I promise it's all actually related to this person who woke up from a dream about you, because I'm getting that they actually had a dream that was some kind of vision for them. And maybe you had this dream as well. If you woke up recently from a dream about this person that felt extremely vivid, very lifelike, almost like it was actually happening in real time, I'm getting the message that this wasn't just a dream. You were actually having a shared glimpse into the future, and this person was experiencing the same thing, although the concrete details of what they dreamt about may be different just because of how our mind can process these sort of astral travel experiences that can happen while we're asleep. But regardless, the energy was the same. You both experienced some kind of shared energy while you were asleep that you both consciously remembered in some way, to some extent, enough so that it seemed to affect both of you really deeply on an emotional level. I'm hearing it made you miss something that you've never actually experienced, because this vision of a future together gave you both a glimpse into connecting with each other in a way that I'm hearing has been off limits or forbidden or blocked in some way. Again, this reading is very, very specific. And so I want to channel more into this whole dynamic because I'm picking up that if this reading is for you, dreaming of this person, either when it happened once or maybe again, it's been happening more than once frequently, it's been a strange emotional experience because it feels like you're traveling into timelines that you almost just don't want to let go of. Like you want to just savor that timeline with that person that you're experiencing a glimpse of through that dream. And when you wake up into your current timeline, even if there are many things that are very happy and fulfilling about this current timeline, the absence of that person or the absence of being able to connect with them in that way feels really jarring. But you need to know that you aren't alone in what you're feeling. These aren't just dreams. And again, I have the sense that you already know intuitively that there's more to these dreams than meets the eye. There's so much more than what you see on the surface. So I want to know more about this dream that this person had of you. In the dream with contract reversed, they were free of something that's plaguing them at the moment in this lifetime, free of a heaviness that's in their life. This could be a challenging situation in the workplace, a negative friend dynamic, family dynamic, relationship. It feels like there's something binding them currently that brings them a lot of unhappiness that they feel stuck in, that they were free of in this dream. And when they woke up with the root chakra reversed, they felt extremely unsettled. I'm hearing, I don't want this life. I don't want this life I've created. I want this life with you. That's what I'm getting from this person. Like, get me out of this life that I've created here. I'm getting so many chills. I know I've been saying that a lot in recent readings, but there has just been so much powerful spiritual energy coming through these readings. So thank you for bringing that through as well. Of course, these readings are co-creations, but with Angel of Love, mainly the dream caused them to feel your unconditional love, to feel a kind of warmth, a kind of care from you, but not just from you, between you. They felt you calling that love out of them towards you as well, a kind of love, a kind of warmth that they've never felt for anyone, a kind of softness. What else did this dream make them feel, or what else can I channel through about this dream? I'm hearing it's more about the feeling than the literal details here. And that feeling was unconditional love. That was the feeling that came through this dream. With the thinking man reversed, I'm getting that it doesn't make sense to them why they had this dream. They have been trying to run circles mentally around why they've been dreaming of you or thinking of you so often. What's going on here? Like, it doesn't make logical sense to them, and yet it feels so right. With the Temple Path card upright, I'm getting that this glimpse they had into this potential timeline where the two of you are connecting more closely, it wasn't just about what that timeline meant for your connection, but for them personally as well, because this wasn't just a glimpse into a timeline where the two of you were connecting in this beautiful, warm, romantic way. It was also a glimpse into a timeline where they were showing up as their highest version of themselves. With hostilities upright, I feel that just the energy around these dreams, I keep wanting to say dreams plural. I feel like they've had more than one. I feel that their spirit guides are almost trying to get their attention through. It's almost like they can do their best to ignore their feelings about you during the day, but spirit is getting their attention by giving them these dream experiences that they quite literally cannot ignore. And with hostilities, I'm getting that the dreams they're having are actually creating conflict or chaos in certain ways in their life subconsciously, because these dreams these shared energetic experiences happening between the two of you overnight are leaving some kind of mark on them energetically. And that mark, really, it's the mark of unconditional love, that warmth, that affection. It's actually triggering people and things around them that do not love them in that way, or it's triggering them to see the truth of people and things around them that do not offer that same warmth, that same care, that same unconditional love. So I feel like somehow just them having these dreams, I'm hearing it's like it leaves this energetic mark on them that is somehow creating conflict with people and things around them that may be more representative of that heavy energy in their life. Now, this is going to be pretty specific, but for some of you listening, if this person has someone else around them romantically, when they dream about you and wake up in that kind of energy, it's almost like the other person can sense that energetic impression on them. And it's almost sparking conflict with that romantic partner that may be very karmic, or it's creating arguments or something like that, just because your energy is on this person when they wake up, even though the shared experience was purely energetic and not physical. It's still a really powerful one that leaves a mark because the bond between the two of you is really powerful. So I am going to be shuffling a few more cards to see where this person's head is at, what they're kind of thinking and feeling. But if you are experiencing these dreams, or this is connecting with you in some way, and you'd like to manifest more physical contact and communication with this person in a harmonious way, then I recommend checking out my Quantum Connection Subliminal Meditation, because you already have such a strong energetic bond with this person, and this subliminal is really designed to utilize the power of the subconscious mind to send out a super powerful magnetic signal to this person and draw the both of you closer together in the physical realm. So this comes from my app, Sound and Soulful. If you already have the app, you can find it using the search feature, and you can add it to your own personal playlists. If you don't yet have the app, then I'll be leaving the link to download and sign up for a free trial account in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. Okay, so one thing that I'm getting as we kind of close out this reading and just share a few more things about this person's headspace with Door to Romance reversed, I feel like this is causing this person to feel apathetic towards anyone else that may be in their life romantically or any other romantic options. Now, I am hearing shared apathy, so there may actually be a shared apathy here as well, where maybe you are mirroring that. Maybe in your own life, you feel this person's energy so strongly that you felt this loss of interest in connecting with anyone else. What else can I share about how this person is thinking? I will be pulling some really specific message cards. By the way, I feel we will be channeling into this energy more in the future. So if you do want to stay updated on it and get more readings on this, I recommend subscribing to the channel. Yeah, we have the card Wishful Thinking, Second Chance, Deja Vu, Nostalgia. So I feel you have some kind of past in this lifetime with this person. And it's almost like they're making a wish that although they feel I'm hearing messed up through what was unspoken or what was left undone in the past, they're wishing for another opportunity, for another chance. Even though something here feels very hopeless to them, they're still in that wishful state. Yeah, it's very much deja vu with these dreams. It's funny we got that word specifically on this card because it's almost like they're seeing something that they feel like they've already experienced, even though in this lifetime, these scenes you're getting in the dreams haven't happened for the two of you. Now, maybe some of them are actually from a past life. You might be getting some past life flashbacks in these dreams, but I'm also getting that mostly they are giving you a glimpse into futuristic timelines that are going to be becoming available to you. We have the cards Blocked, Distance, Waves, Emotions, Worry, Fear. I feel like this person's emotions are really up and down right now. They're feeling a lot. They're feeling highs and lows around how they feel towards you, how they feel about this connection. Sometimes they're just lost in this sense of deep love and admiration for you, even at a distance. Other times they feel like they've been cut out of your life in some way. They feel a sadness there. Maybe they're worried that you've gone cold on them. They feel a lot of regret as well, a lot of worry. What if I move forward and contact this person? There's worry about that, but there's also worry about what if I don't? What if I choose not to reach out or not to see where this could go? Would I regret that even more? So with the card Love Affair at the bottom of the deck in consequences, okay, and isolation as well. So I feel as though if this person has someone else in their life romantically, they feel almost like these thoughts and feelings they're having towards you are, I'm hearing make them a bad person is what they're thinking to themselves. Even just having these thoughts or having these emotions resurface, it feels like some kind of secret love affair to them. Especially, I'm hearing they sometimes feel guilt if they wake up from an especially intense dream about you, where the two of you are connecting or romantic together. They almost feel guilty for having had that dream. It feels like a love affair, even though it's just happening while they're dreaming. But the reason it feels so serious to them is because these aren't just simple dreams. These are actual shared experiences in the astral realm that affect them emotionally. And that's why it feels so much more meaningful to them. But with the card consequences, I feel like this person is really mentally thinking about the consequences of what if they did reach out to you. What kind of consequences would that have for, again, if they have a current romantic person in their life, what consequences would it have for that person, that connection? What consequences would it have for their life generally, regardless of whether there's another person involved? And so instead of doing anything about these feelings, they've been isolating themselves. So I want to know if I can channel anything about whether this person is going to contact you or move forward here. Let's channel some specific message cards at the end of this reading. Are they going to contact you? What are their dominant thoughts right now? Is it over? Yeah, they feel crazy for thinking it's not over because I feel like there's been a huge gap in your physical interaction or communication here. I can't come to you now. Yeah, I feel like they're still trying to wrap up certain things in their life to figure out certain things, which for some of them could be this other connection or just that heavy kind of entrapping energy in their life generally. And yet we have the card, I can't let go of you. That was the thing surfacing over and over again around this connection. And of course we have, I feel lonely. Yeah, it's this sense that even though they feel like they are not in a position to move this forward, they're having these intense, emotionally charged dreams about you, feeling this longing for you, and realizing that no matter how much time passes, these feelings they have for you continuously resurface like waves. And I'm hearing they're realizing everywhere they go and everything they do is somehow always going to bring you back to them or bring them back to you again and again. There's just some kind of tether here. I keep getting something about a secret or something being secretive. So maybe the feelings that the two of you share are secretive to some extent. Maybe they've not been discussed, or at least other people are not aware of the feelings being exchanged or felt here. But it's almost like even if the two of you have never verbalized these feelings, the secret is shared. You both seem to know on some level how the other is feeling, that they feel the same way. If you're really feeling into that intuitive part of yourself, then you can tell that this person shares your feelings and vice versa. Yes, sometimes those doubts can get in the way, but I feel at a deeper level, you both actually know that the other person feels the same way here. So I know this was a bit of a nuanced, sort of mystical reading as we've been channeling into this dream state. I do feel with the divine timing card that even though this person may not be reaching out at the moment, there is divine timing at play. There's some kind of soul tether, some bond between the two of you that seems to bring you back over and over again. And I really feel this story isn't over, that there's going to be much more coming out here. So again, feel free to subscribe if you do want to stay connected to this stream of messages. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. And I would love for you to leave me a comment and let me know if anything connected for you here personally. If you do want to use my quantum connection Subliminal to manifest faster connection in the physical world with this person, then I'll be leaving a link to that in the Sound and Soulful app underneath the video. Otherwise, I am sending you all huge amounts of love. Have an amazing remainder of your day, and I will connect with you here again in the next reading.